some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Lets it fly. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The stop of the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Going to the running game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Turning it on! What a run! Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
With the run on 1st and goal. And this offense hopes to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he knows it's his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. On the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he got loose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Stockton. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so...
He's got it down the left. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll start this drive firing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And This guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And I tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Lane. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The RPO, it's complete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Throws to the wideout. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. On the option. Now the toss. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Keller. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's in the tight end in motion. To give on the inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Line getting set on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. snap it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. It's complete to the right. He did not make it, a stonewall on 3rd down.
About the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan. Other scores for round three.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Seton Hill University, 20.
Give to the running back. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Penn State, 0.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. on the option. He'll toss it. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intention. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth year after year. Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
Slips through the line. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play.